Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 5 of my 30 days of parenting for a peaceful Ramadan. Today I wanted to talk about something that happened earlier. I was just chatting with my husband and he said, "Oh, this thing came up on your timeline," and it was a hadith about explaining what Ramadan is and the blessings in giving out a message about what Ramadan is. And so that led me nicely on to what I was doing, what I was also doing today, which was every year I get the kids to make dates. Well, we dip dates in chocolate and we give them out to our neighbours and to all of their classmates and to our friends. And on it I have a little spiel about what Ramadan is, and it's just to explain really, because I didn't realise that, I know what Ramadan is and I know what it means for me, and I just assumed that that message had kind of like made its way down to my kids. So anyway, I asked my eldest son this morning, Zachariah, what does Ramadan mean for you? Because he's fasting, subhanAllah, this year. And he went, "Oh, it's something to do with poor, innit?" And I was like, yes, I suppose it is. Whilst we are fasting, we do, I guess, we might feel what it's like to go without food and drink. That might make us a little bit more compassionate towards those who are less fortunate than us. But there's a whole different level of what Ramadan is all about. So what I do is, just as a little bit of a dawah and a message to those who don't know what Ramadan is, that's why I give out the dates and a little explanation about what Ramadan really is. And I give that to my children and then they give that to their friends. And I guess that I kind of missed out on the message to the masses and the message to my children. Ramadan means something very different for them. I took some of the dates into my little girls' preschool today, and they were very, very sweet, and they said, "Oh, is there something special that you say during this time of year?" And I was like, "Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak or Ramadan Kareem," and it just basically means Happy Ramadan. And so they got the little ones to say Ramadan Mubarak to my little girl as she was giving out the dates as they were going home, which was very, very cute. But if you ask my little girl, again, she's only 3, what does Ramadan mean? She wouldn't probably be able to tell you, apart from, it means that we've got a couple of decorations up at home maybe. So I wanted to talk about the essence of Ramadan and the message that sends out. I'm hoping that the message that Ramadan sends out to those who don't partake in Ramadan, that don't observe this month, Muslim or not Muslim, for whatever reasons, the reasons why I do it. And the main reason is because it's a pillar of Islam, so it's obligatory upon me. And then I was thinking, would I do it if it wasn't obligatory? Would I do it if it wasn't recommended, like if it wasn't it's one of the 5 pillars of Islam, and if it was just, do it if you like, or do it if you fancy doing it, do it, and if you don't, that's fine. And now I would actually say I would do it even if it wasn't obligatory, because the benefits of fasting, every year I see it deeper and deeper. And the benefits of fasting, not only are they a physical detox, so it's, you don't have anything all day long, and it helps your body just reset. It's amazing what you can do on a lot less food than you usually have. And I was thinking about it as well today. I was talking to one of my other mum friends, and I was saying how I've not prepped one samosa at all this Ramadan, and I didn't prep any samosas last year or probably the year before, which to many people that's kind of unheard of. And so we looked at this thing, or we talked about the notion of feasting, not fasting. And this is a month of fasting. This is the month of body fasting. But not only are you fasting with your body, you're fasting with your mind. It's to detox everything. It's to get to that natural reset in all of us. So it's to help you. There's a lot of scientific evidence that suggests that fasting is good for you. A lot of the new diets are based on this 12-2 thing where you fast all night and you have something to eat later. But this is the original, fasting. All the prophets did, and Jesus did, Prophet Abraham did, they all did. And it was all in reverence of God. It was all in worship of God. It was all to detoxify themselves, to detox themselves of, to purge themselves of what was going on inside them. And so this tradition of fasting, it's not a new thing. All religions have some kind of fasting involved. And I wanted to, today it just made me realise really what fasting means for my kids. And so then I brought it back to parenting, because it's day 5 of my 30 days of parenting for a peaceful Ramadan. And so now when I spoke to my daughter about giving out the dates for her class tomorrow, she knows why now. We had a little chat and I asked her what it meant for her. And I think that some of the messages or some of the things that I do have infiltrated her now, or have trickled down to her now. So it's not just when mummy and daddy don't eat anything, or when mummy puts up a couple of decorations. We talked about how fasting is a good thing, and it's asked of us, and how it's good for us. It's a physical it has physical benefits, but also it has spiritual benefits, because it's not just a case of not eating or drinking. So she said to me, does that mean you have to be nice this month? And I went, well, yeah, it does really, but it's not a fake niceness. It's a true niceness. It's a true seeing everything for the wonder, and for the just having gratitude for everything. It really is. We're told that Allah is in no need of our fast if we are going to be malicious or unkind, or do things that will harm someone else. He's in if just not eating or drinking, that's fine. But if we're not eating and not drinking, but also being nasty, or being shouty, or being moody, or not moody, but being horrible to everyone, Allah is in no need of our fast really, because we're not fasting with our whole selves. We're giving up food and drink, but we're not trying to give up the other things that that we might do throughout the year. And I've really found it, subhanallah, I've really found it easy. I don't miss food or drink. I'm of the mindset that this is obligatory for me. I actually enjoy it. I enjoy fasting. I enjoy the fact that it can be difficult and it can be a bit of a test, but subhanallah, I'm doing it for Allah, and I know that the rewards are there. And with regards to my children, I think that they now get it a little bit more than they did, perhaps. Maybe it's a journey, because Ramadan to me, as a mum of 4 right now, the age that I am right now, it means something very, very different. And every year I see it differently. But subhanallah, this year I'm hoping that I'll be able to see it from where my children are at and help them along their own journey. So it's just seeing things for what they are, but accepting that they are different for everyone. So our interpretation of Ramadan is going to be very, very different to our children, and that's okay, because it's a journey and everyone follows their own path. We're just here to help them along. We're just here to guide them. I'm not here to tell my kids, I'm here to guide my kids, and alhamdulillah, they seem to be okay about that. So inshallah, I shall see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.